Hello, my name is Elena DiChiara. It is January 27th, 2021, and I'm going to be discussing the integumentary system. The integumentary system consists of the skin, hair, nails, and accessory glands, such as sebaceous glands and sweat glands. The skin itself has 5 major layers. There is the bottommost layer, which is connected to the basement membrane, that is the basilar layer. The basilar layer contains different types of cells, including keratinocytes, melanocytes, and notably the basal cells, which are large stem cells. It is 1 layer thick. This is in contrast to the stratum spinosum, the next layer, the next more superficial layer, which is several layers thick. It also contains tonofibrils. And tonofibrils are protein filament bundles and connected to desmosomes or next to desmosomes that form a network that connects keratinocytes. Kind of a cross-bracing technique used by the layer. The next layer is the stratum granulosum, and the stratum granulosum is notable because it's like a transition layer. The deeper layers, the last 2 I've mentioned, are more metabolically active, while the layers that are more superficial are more dead. They are more dead, they're not as metabolically active. So because it's a transitional layer, this is the most superficial layer where every cell has a nucleus. The next layer is the stratum lucidum, and the stratum lucidum is only found in thick skin. There is thick skin in the palms, in the fingers, and the soles of the feet. All other skin is thin skin, and that only has 4 layers. It does not have the stratum lucidum. The most superficial layer is the stratum corneum, and it has keratinized skin, which means it is water resistant and it is hardened. It also is dead cells. And just in general, the epidermis all consists of stratified squamous epithelium cells. And that is the epithelium. Now, deep to the epithelium, that is the epidermis, and deep to the epidermis is the dermis. So the dermis has 2 major layers. There is the more superficial papillary layer and the deeper reticular layer. And that more superficial papillary layer is made of loose connective tissue, and it contains only the axons of neurons and capillaries. Now, the deeper reticular layer contains a lot more. It is a meshwork of dense, irregular connective tissue, as well as blood vessels, hair follicles, glands, neurons. That is all embedded in this reticular layer. And then we have the hypodermis, which is mainly adipose tissue. It's mainly fat used for thermal regulation. It's subcutaneous fat. And those are the 3 major layers of the skin. Now, I want to also talk about the clinical application of understanding the skin. So I want to be a physician's assistant one day, and a field I could very well go into is dermatology. And dermatology is the study of skin. It's the practice of treating skin conditions. One common skin condition that is seen is acne. And what acne is when people commonly know it as when a pore gets clogged. Well, a pore has a hair follicle. It has a sebaceous gland and a hair. That sebaceous gland is what is getting clogged. It could be clogged by oil or the sebum, which is secreted by sebaceous glands, or it could be blocked by dead skin cells. It could be invaded by bacteria. And when that gets clogged, that is what forms a pimple. When that happens all over the skin, that is acne. And understanding the pathology behind acne, and really understanding the skin is what allows for treatment of acne. So that's why it's really clinically important to understand this. And that is my presentation on skin. So thank you so much.